Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I'm Ryan Boland. Thank you all for joining me. So Trump supporters have had some scathing words to say about Tim Ryan, the Democrat who's running for the Senate seat in Youngstown, Ohio, rather. And Tim Ryan made a statement that I did a video on about several days ago, in which he stated that people, Democrats should kill and confront the extremist Republicans, referring to the Trump supporters. And they had some scathing words to say about this. Now, I'm going to read just a small portion of this article because I want to let you guys know right up front, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I believe he knew what he was saying. I believe that all these politicians know what they're saying when they say these words. There's not a slip of their tongue. They know exactly what they're saying. But let's get into this article. So it says, attendees at the Trump rally with J.D. Vance in Youngstown, Ohio, responded to the Democrat senators' candidates' call to, quote, kill and confront the MAGA movement. Breitbart News spoke to attendees at the Youngstown, Ohio Trump rally who addressed Tim Ryan's call to kill and confront those who he referred to as extremists in the Republican Party. And let me say this. I'm not going to say in any way that there aren't any extremists in the Republican Party or any extremists on the conservative side. I'm not going to say that at all because there's millions of them in this country and I don't know all of them. So who's to say that there aren't any extremists? I'm pretty sure there are some extremists. But please don't mention January 6th. Come up with something else a little bit better than that. Everybody keep mentioning January 6th. That's been argued and debated, and I'm not going to get into an argument and a debate about that here. That's been argued and debated. Come on, man. Come up with something a little bit more substantial, okay? Because really, there's right now, from what I understand, most of the so-called threatening groups in America that's on the FBI list for domestic terrorism, guess what? They're all conservatives and Christians. I'm not making this up. Really? Conservatives and Christians? But I haven't heard of any real, or rather seen any real threats from conservatives and Christians discarding January 6th. I haven't seen any real threats. All the threats are coming from the radical left. I'm going to keep saying that until I'm blue in the face. And I said this before, that's a very hard thing for me to get blue in the face. But that's what I see. That's what I see all the time. I don't see any extremists on the right. Not saying there aren't any, but I don't see it. The radical left wants to destroy this country. It isn't the right. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I can only give you what I know. Ryan's comments came in an interview with MSNBC where he remarked that while some policy solutions may come from Republicans, they would not come from, quote, the extremists that we're dealing with every day. Going on to say, we have to kill and confront that movement. What exactly do you mean by that? I'll talk about that. One attendee told Breitbart News he thinks Tim Ryan is, quote, out of his mind, while another said it is evident in every single state right now they're trying to knock us down as quick as possible, so we're silenced. Now, notice these responses from Trump supporters. They're not saying anything threatening, are they? That's, oh, man, I'm going to get you. Ooh, I wish one of these Democrats would say something. Ooh, I wish the left would mess with me. It's on like Donkey Kong. You don't see them saying anything like that. You don't hear them saying it. It's not in their comments. Not saying that I already haven't been any, but I'm not reading that in their comments. Let's read some other comments from Trump supporters. He's a phony. He's a fake. He's a typical Democrat, one Trump supporter commented. And I agree with that. This is what I hear from Democrats or radical Democrats all the time. This is what I hear from radical Democrats all the time, or either something similar to what Tim Ryan said. It's always vindictive, it's always bitter, and it's always an attack against someone's or their opponent's character. It's never an attack against policies. And when it's an attack against policies, I find it so weird. How is it being extreme when you say I'm against abortion? How is it being extreme when you say I'm against open borders? How is it being extreme when you say taxing? I'm against taxing the middle class like crazy. How is that extreme? You see how things have been flipped over to where people call evil good and good evil. confusing. One Trump supporter blasted Ryan's call to, quote, kill and confront fellow Americans, saying, we're Americans just like he is. Just because I believe in one thing and not another, you're going to kill me? That's bullcrap, man, one attendee charged. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely true. And this is what former President Trump had to say in the rally. He said, it says, former President Donald Trump also commented on Ryan's statement saying, quote, if he says it's fine, if he says we'd like to raise our voice a little bit to the radical left, then the media would accuse him of treason. And he's absolutely right. Donald Trump is absolutely right there. If someone from the right was to do that, they would be accused of treason, whatever. But let someone from the left do it. Let someone from the left say terms like kill and confront. It's totally okay. It's hard for me to justify that. It's hard to see any justification in that, other than to say that the liberal establishment protects these individuals. But I'm going to repeat what I said in my last video about this. He knows what he's saying. He's a mind manipulator, in my opinion, as many of them are. He knows what he's saying. He knew what he was saying when he said kill and confront. Now, he may come back and try to defend that. Bull crap. Just like that one, bull crap. You knew what you were saying. And let me say this. What Tim Ryan, or who Tim Ryan is trying to get at, is not the conservatives or Trump supporters. He's not trying to get at them. He's trying to get at unstable-minded people who are either in the middle and not sure who they want to vote for, or on the far left. He's trying to get to the unstable, kill and confront. And the only way that we could, in other words, the only way that he sees that we can stop Trump supporters and stop these Republicans from taking over the Senate is to demonize them, make them look like they're the worst people in the world, make them look like they're just evil in character, they're Satan incarnate. You would have to be as blind as I don't know how many bats not to see that. But unfortunately, the mainstream media covers up this information so that people don't see it. They cover it up. So see, out of sight is out of mind. If the mainstream media doesn't share it with you, you won't know. And it's best to hear the conservative side from a conservative, not hear the conservative side from a liberal. Okay, because they're going to always twist it and make it look evil. Hear the conservative side in its context, in its entirety, from a conservative. Then a person's eyes might be open. That's how my eyes got open. I wasn't always conservative. I wasn't always a conservative. Most of my life, I was a registered Democrat. I still am a registered Democrat, though. I never got a chance to change that. But my lifestyle, my worldview, politically, and even biblically, from a Christian perspective, is conservative. So I wasn't always a conservative. I didn't know anything about the Republicans. I always thought that they were the evil guys. They were the racist guys. They were all for the rich. But guess what? All this talk about the conservatives and Republicans being all for the rich, guess what? So are the Democrats. Because the same Democrats that sit up here and tell you, oh, we want to tax the rich and woo, 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 woo. It's a lot of these rich corporations that finance their campaigns. They'll tell you and I anything to get our votes, the Democrats. But guess what? They're for the rich too. They're for the filthy rich corporations too, because the corporations own them as well. Man, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. They're playing games with us, man. Like yo-yos. You just pull us in, pull us back up, pull us in, pull us back up. We're like yo-yos. But I'm telling you this in summation at the end of this video. What I see is the radical left, is the radical Democrats that uses these terms to get at unstable souls, to get at unstable minds, in order to try to get them to act in violence. Because the way I'm seeing it, the radical left don't know no other way other than to stop us physically. I said that and I still hold to that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope when it comes time in November to vote, I hope it doesn't end in bloodshed. I hope that the radical left and Black Lives Matter and Antifa don't start assaulting people. I hope unstable-minded people don't start going to the polls, punching on people and hitting on people. I hope that's not the case. I hope, but that's what I see. That's what I see. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you all. See you again.